And ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to the hardest working keyboard player in beach music, and it's none other than Mr. Jimmy Weaver. And Jimmy's at North Myrtle Beach right now, early this morning, waiting for a show tonight at the CBMA Show Club of the Year, and I speak of none other than Deckers. Am I right, Jimmy?
Absolutely, and looking forward to it. Actually, it's my very first of many times I've played down here in North Myrtle Beach with various and many bands, including two different ones this week. I played down here with the Holiday Band, and I played down here with Hip Pocket this week. My normal band is Steve Owens and Summertime, but I'm for the first time in Myrtle Beach, I'm going to play solo.
Well, thus the title, the hardest working keyboard player and vocalist in beach music. You said you were there with Mike and the boys and Holiday. And then, was it last night that you were at Ducks with Hip Pocket?
I was with Hip Pocket last night.
And then tonight, you're with Scott and Amy at Deckers. And I know that's going to be a good show.
Well, we're going to have a big time. I've played at Deckers several times with my trio and had a blast every time. I really do like playing with the trio, but it's going to be a fun show. As a solo, I get to do a lot of things that I don't normally get to do. Pull out songs that people have probably never heard of. Do some New Orleans stuff.
Stuff. Lord,
New Orleans stuff. Yeah. I'm talking some Cajun music.
Absolutely. I saw the picture.
Dr. John.
Yeah, I saw the picture. You with that coat on, that hat on, and everything, and I commented that I can't wait to hear the Dr. John project. If you saw that out there on Facebook,
I did, and I'll throw some Professor Longhair in there, and a little bit of Louisiana LaRue, if you remember that.
New Orleans ladies, absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. I wish I could be there, but I tell you what, I hope it goes over great. And I tell you something else. I hope this whole little show, mini show, or whatever else involving New Orleans music. And might I add too? Here's something to think about. Big Luther Kent and the Chicken Hawks. Look into that. That is you talking about some serious New Orleans music. Big Luther Kent and the Chicken Hawks.
Chicken Hawk. I will do that.
Yes, indeed, because he was on Judy when she was putting out those All Aboard series.
Right.
Judy had Big Luther on one of those, and that's how I got introduced to him. And I've talked to him over the years. One of the finest out of town or out of state entertainers. If you get in touch with them and sitting there willing to talk music and inviting you down, hey, I'm gonna put you on the front row. You just tell me when you're gonna be in New Orleans. And he's good. He is good, and he plays from one end of the spectrum to the other. But it's all that hard driving New Orleans music.
I was down there earlier this year, and that's really what I missed. I went to Bourbon Street, and I actually got to play on Bourbon Street. I usually try to work my way up on stage somewhere, and the band I worked my way up on stage with was probably the only true New Orleans band that I found down there. Out of 5 days, these guys had the washboard. They were doing it all.
Oh my gosh.
It was fun, and I had a blast up on stage playing on Bourbon Street. But went over to Frenchman Street, where I was told that all the good music is. Same thing you find everywhere. The millennials, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but they like hearing the same stuff. And there was very little New Orleans music to be found.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy, I was looking on the computer this morning, and of course, I know you recorded I Want to Show You back when you were with the Embers, but I don't
Actually, I recorded that before. I recorded that when I was with the Castaways, and then right before I joined the Embers, I did it as a solo project, and that's the one that got the airplay.
Okay.
And believe it or not, that was on one of Judy's compilations.
Yeah. And then your latest that I have is Running Blue, which is...
That's correct.
You've experienced a lot of chart action with during this past year.
It did real well. It surprised me. It's a great song. I've been playing it for, good Lord, almost 40 years. Boz Scaggs recorded that back in the 70s.
Yes, but your cover is an excellent cover of that song. It's never too far away as far as when I get to playing and want to play some good old blues and everything.
Thank you so much, John. It's greatly appreciated. It's people like you that keep this business and keep this music alive.
Well, Jimmy, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take and we're going to renew everybody's listening interest in Jimmy Weaver here on Johnny's Jukebox this afternoon. And I want to show you, we're going to spin that. And right after that, we're going to spin Running Blue.
Well, that'd be great. I do appreciate that. That does my heart well to know that the stuff that I put out a while back still around. And be looking, because I might just do a little revamp of that song.
Okay.
I want to show you, might just show up somewhere else in the next year or so.
Well, that would be great. And as you contemplate different projects and all, just from the DJ perspective, I'd like to encourage you to see what you can do with some of that Dr. John music and including that. And then once you got it, you got to let me know about it. And
certainly will.
If you share it with me, I'm going to get it out there, and we're going to play it on Sunday afternoons on Riptide Radio. Because you know what we do? We try to change listeners' habits one song at a time, and this is the type song that I change listeners' habits with.
I like that. Change listeners' habits. One song at a time.
One song at a time, brother.
I might use that myself somewhere. I mean, I do like to tickle your auditory nerve.
Yes. Well, Jimmy, we're going to go play those songs. So appreciate you joining me here on the phone line, and we'll look forward to talking to you again in the very near future.
Thank you so much, John Hall. I appreciate it. It's good to talk to you, and hi to all the folks out there in Virginia and northern North Carolina. Enjoy the music this afternoon. I know it'll be great.